So the first one, KBD75 V2. Oh wow. There we go. Is it just really dark? Damn. What the hell? Oh, it's a tight one. Tape for wrapping. Oh. Oh no, Mr. Keeb. No! Get behind me, Satan. Would you ever play Dota if your viewers? That'd be cool. Oh, how many of you guys play Dota though? I'm a filthy Skyra spammer right now. Okay. So I believe these are. So I did order box wipes as well, and I ordered a plate too. I wonder what that is. So maybe it's inside here. Okay. So let's begin. So these are the new or the fixed box whites. Ooh, and my switch puller thingy. Okay. So yeah, so we've got some fixed box whites for me and my friend Purple. I don't know where he is, but he's here in Dallas too. Okay, and then real quick, let's check this thing out. So it is a keycap puller and a switch remover. And so I want to see how much better it works compared to this IC puller. I hate this tool. If you've done a lot of desoldering, you know just how painful this thing is to use after, you know, dozens of switches. So oh wow. Okay, well, maybe it doesn't work better. Oh yeah, Dead Wing Dick. Yeah. Oh well. Sucks about the LZCLSM. But see, so I already started desoldering this, so hopefully this PCB will work just fine for the CLSM, and we can finally set that project aside. Hopefully. Yeah, okay, so with this keycap, with this switch puller, the nice thing is it's not so bad on your fingers compared to the IC puller. It's really not bad. It's actually pretty easy to use. But the problem is that when you remove the switch, it holds on to it, and so you have to you need another step just to release it. L Judge with the tier 1 sub. Oh, I just realized it's not L Judge, it's A Judge. EI Judge. Well, I've been calling you L Judge this whole time. I had no idea. Well, thank you very much. 2 months in a row. Okay, some of these I actually have to. Yeah, so this, as nice as it is For individual ones, you need an extra step, which is kind of annoying. So, oh well. Oh well. And these okay, so now the KBD75 V2. Oh, it is supposed to be L Judge. Okay. Okay. My mind was blown for a bit. It's like, oh my god, I've been calling you the wrong thing this whole time. Sometimes it's hard, the green one. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you have to. If there are bezels and stuff, it's really hard. Yep. Send the box blacks to me. I could use them for my brother's build. Do you hate your brother that much? Okay, so we've got the plate here. Wait, what? I ordered. Oh, there we go. There we go. Holy shit, this thing is pretty bad. Oh my god. Okay, so I guess I just threw $15 down the trash. That's basically what I did. So this is the PET plate. So the same thing you use on water bottles and shit. And as you can see, it's not very clean around the edges. Look at that. And then some of them you can see. Look at this. So they're not. The corners are definitely not perfect. Look at that. What the fuck is that? Yeah. See. So definitely not too clean. Look at that. So Mr. Keeps has this apparently, and he hated it, but he didn't tell us. Oh well, I'm sure he did on a stream, and I just missed the stream. But well, there goes my money. Weren't these really hyped since the Salamander used them? Paid up plates. The Salamander, I don't know if they use PET, but I know they use PBT. What's the difference with the PET make? Well, I mean, it is really flexible though. Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome, right? But it's a tray mount board, so I'm just if I want something flexible, really, if I want flex, then I'm just gonna do it without the plate. I'm most likely going to build this without the plate anyway. Won't matter how much it flexes, the PCB can't flex with it. I wouldn't say it doesn't matter completely, but that's why PCB mount is the way to go. This plate, I don't know if I want to try it out, but yeah, definitely a lot of cleaning to do. Whole point of super flexi plates feel like pieces. The thing is, No matter how flexible plates are, they still will not be able to replicate PCB mount. Well, I might still try this out just for the lols. But yeah, I do agree, Devness. I wish they had just gone with a fixed layout. PCB mount is the correct way to do tactiles. This box switch wouldn't even fit in here. What the fuck? Oh yeah, it probably won't even fit. What the hell? Yup. Whereas Cherry actually fits. Yeah. That's a rip. So the Cherry switch actually fits, but not the box switch. What the fuck? Because box switches have squarish corners, whereas Cherry has rounded corners. So the rounded corners can actually fit in here, but not the sharper corners of the box switches. Broken stem to broken plate. Okay, Zim asks, what did change from the V1 to V2? Okay, so there's a lot of confusion regarding the V2 because the PCB and plate also has a V2 version. And so that gets kind of confusing because the KBD75 V2 PCB and plate have the numpad, weird numpad layout thingy. Yeah, this is just garbage. Don't buy this, please. But the case actually got redesigned. Mr. Keith says you'll get some switches that won't click after adding to the whole plate. Is that what happened to you? Hey, not negative is here. Wait, have you been here this whole time? No, right? You just showed up, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we've got the PCB. That's nothing too special. I'll just test this later. But I think that the... Okay, and then you got the plate, right? This is the V1 plate. With the normal 75% layout. We've got some rubber feet. Okay, so now the exciting part. Now the KBD75 V2. I still have my V1 case with me. It's somewhere. Where the hell did you even go? It's here, I swear. Okay, so the case has been redesigned, and I think that a lot of people will like some of these changes. So the color that I got is the silver top, dark gray bottom. Holy, so this is actually I spent my own money buying this one. So I'm actually going to use it. I'm just going to make a PCB mount build and use it. Okay, so it squeezes the switches so much to a point they won't actuate. Oh no, that's pretty bad. Oh wow, and my frosted acrylic is cracked. What? What? Well, let's hope it's not a functional defect. Okay. So, check out the wacky bottom. Should I get a desk mat? I think I should, right? Okay. Look at the replacement desk mat that Massdrop kindly sent me for sending me a defective one in the first place. Look at this beautiful crease over here. And just all these. Look at that. Look how dirty that is. Yeah, so this desk mat was a replacement desk mat, and it was shipped to me in a padded envelope. Folded. Hey, OTD is here. What is going on? Looks cheap as fuck even without the defects. Are you talking about the desk mat? Well, I mean, it was $15, so technically it is cheap. Okay. So let's start with putting the rubber feet on, and then we'll check out the case. Okay, so people had cracked acrylics. Yeah, mine is definitely cracked, but if it still works, then you know that's whatever. I expect BSP quality edges in my stitching. Godspeed Reverse Panda Desk Mat. So is that the black background and white top? White black background, okay. Because I got the black background. Oh, yes, I got the black background with white printing. Oh, I guess it's, yeah. But it's fucking amazing. I submitted a request to change the address and everything, and it still got shipped to my old place. So that was nice. So yeah, so it actually arrived today, but I don't have it with me right now because it's at the old place. Okay, so this is the underside of the case. Pretty crazy looking with all the lines and waves. So I don't know what the guy was inspired by. Maybe like one of those what do they call those things? Not equalizers, right? What the thing, visualizer. You know when you play music and you have some of the effects going on. Okay, so and then you got this cute little X over here, which yeah reminds me of the Rama X. Yeah, I don't know why they even have an X here. It's so random. Isn't it called a visualizer? Equalizer is the thing you use to mess with the frequencies and shit. Yeah, so I'm talking about the visualizer. Devin says, finish my homework for the night. Nice, very nice. Are you done for the week or just the night? Living Weight is so silly. Yes, I know. Yeah, so we'll talk about that in a bit. Man, this crease is starting to bother me so much. Look, that's is that a spider? Yep. Yeah, that's a spider. Oh wow, it's messing up the... But yeah, how's it going, Nick Heller? Good to see you on here. Firebolt is here too. No anime mousepad. No, but I do have some... What do you call those things? Graphic novels. Equalizer was a Denzel movie. Just been reading a study book for certification. Gotta read half a chapter a night. Oh, that's not bad. What kind of certification are you going for? Oh, I've seen that Overwatch Deathmatch. It's actually so stupid because almost all the assets look the same, so that's not real life. Okay, so oh wow, this, why does the camera look so bad? Okay, yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so we've got the crazy bottom, right? We've got this thing over here. I don't quite know what this is. Let's go ahead. It's supposed to be the weight or whatever, but it's aluminum, so, and it's the same color, so it doesn't even do anything. And it's screwed in way too tightly. Probably a good time to mention that I absolutely hate Phillips screws on keyboards. So easy to strip them. CCENT CCNA certification. It's an IT certification book for Cisco routing and networking. Are you working at Cisco? Coda, hey, how's it going? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Coda, I know he's been pretty busy, but this is his pet project, right? We're talking about pet plates, so good time to talk about. Oh man, it's even a suggested search for me because of how often I look this up. So, yes, so I did get the pet plate. I was just talking about it, and it's garbage. Don't buy it. So check out Keyboard Catalog. This is Coda's little passion project he's been working on, or let's say catalog of keyboards. And Zoology made it. Hello, hello. About to eat dinner. Oh yeah, so we'll check that out after this one. Okay, so we've got this. Oh, it literally is just a... The fuck? Okay, so completely unnecessary. I wonder if they're gonna sell brass versions of this, but... So it's supposed to be a weight, but it's literally just a piece of aluminum. I'm so confused. It just goes in here and that's it. And it's the same color, which is so dumb. I wonder if... Okay, I wanted to exchange it with other people, but I think everyone got silver top and gray bottom. I got silver top, gray bottom. Mr. Keebs got silver top, gray bottom. Was it NGB? Who was it that got another one that was also silver top, gray bottom? Imagine with V2 they'll do accent colors or offer brass. Oh yeah, I think so as well. V1 always gets cucked, or I guess round one gets cucked. Cisco cert, super useful for any IT. Yeah, because God used to work at Cisco, actually. Daredevil, hey, how's it going? We still have to meet up, by the way. Which part of Dallas are you in? Or I guess you can just tell me that in private message. Because I'm on the north side. Pretty north side. And PolyZoo, I am using a GX85. And a couple of Logitech C922s. Okay, so let's put this thing back in and carry on. Yeah, so this thing, very confusing. I don't think you can powder coat it or anodize it easily. Not anodize, Cerakote it easily because there's not a lot of space. The tolerances are pretty tight. So you probably have to sand it first or something before you coat it if you want to change the color. So your best bet is actually just to trade it with people. Hopefully. I think that should be okay. See, there's not a lot of room between the weight and the case. See. Yeah, so very random. I really want a silver one. That would be nice. Alright, see you, Nick Heller. Okay, and so now let's look at the case. Okay, so the one difference you can see already is that the V2 has a full frosted acrylic piece instead of the ring thingy on the V1. So where the hell is my KBD75? What? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to look for it. Oh wow, where did it go? Honestly have no idea where I put it. So I took the board out of the case, and so the case is just sitting somewhere. And don't know where it is. Oh well. Shorts remind me of my Timberman from, oh yeah, I mean he has the same pair of shorts that he wears to win tournaments, but and I just have a lot of the same kind, but they're all different prints. Okay, well I can't find it, but let's check out some pictures. Hopefully they show it. Oh, they're not gonna show it. Don't have any of those pictures. Okay, so if you will look at this with me. Okay. So in the first version, you will see that the Striker, hey, long time no see in chat. 8 months in a row, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 8 months is a long time. So if you look over here, you'll see that the diffuser on the V1 is just a it just goes around the perimeter of the case. All right, so instead of a full piece over here, and then it just relies on a reflector, this white plastic thingy, to get light to the diffusers. And the diffusers are just clear. They're not really frosted, but this one, see, it's a full piece, so that's pretty cool. So let's check that out, and let's take a look at the outside first. So if you have any angles you want me to look at, please let me know as well. There was some sort of north-ish, slightly okay. Yeah, because I'm in Plano. I'm on the south side of Plano. Coda says, I love Anthony's shorts. Where can I get some sweet shorts? If you're my size, I would be glad to send you some, because I have at least 20 pairs of these, I think. Just Tiny, hey, how's it going? And Striker, yes, you definitely have been away for too long. Okay, so this is the case. Again, silver top, gray bottom. So if you think, wow, the advertising is so bad that it's mismatched, it's because they are actually two different bottoms. Size 44. Well, maybe there's an incentive for you. So I'm around 34. If you lose 10 inches, I'll give you 5 inches. So for some reason the color options are kind of weird. So if you want to look at the page for it, yeah, it is kind of strange, the color options you get. So let's look at that together. Okay, so you can pre-order a black or a gray or a silver top, gray bottom, or a light gray and dark gray, or a top dark gray and bottom light gray. So okay, so you've got black, you've got gray, you've got silver and bottom gray, you've got dark gray and bottom light gray, and then you've got top gray and bottom dark gray. So I like silver tops on keyboards, so that's why I got a silver top. And see, so you can see the design, pretty interesting. I'm so bothered, I don't know where my KBD75 V2 is. I must have put it in a box somewhere. Just give me 1 second. Let me look for it. I really want to show it alongside the V2. I just don't know where I put it. Not it either. I will find it. I will. find it. I must have put it in a box somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I really don't. It's just gone. It's just gone. I'll give you my 10 inches. Oh boy, Coda. Okay, just Henny says, oh neat, V2 looks so different. Do you think they changed it to this angle look because of how successful Tofu has been? So the first one they had with this design was the KBD8X actually. And then the Tofu and the 8X, you know, people like the 8X and the Tofu. So Tofu actually wasn't designed in-house by them. Tofu was designed by a friend of theirs. Hold on, was the 19X? No, I don't think so. Hold on. $19X didn't have this kind of bottom. See, so $19X has a bottom that's similar to... From the side, it would look like the KBD75 V2. So $19X, so yeah, so 8X was the first one from what I remember. See ya, Coda! OTD said, I've missed so many streams. I've been alright, been really busy. What about you? You're right about my board not being the last one to build another one. Yes. Yes. I wish you would just add the rest of the anode colors like the Tofu. See, that's how you sell multiple rounds though, Long Cutie Pie. First you release silver and gray and black, and then you release brown and cyan and blue, and then so people who have bought round 1 will still buy round 2. Zuglu says, never use a 75% board, then you are missing out, my friend. Okay, so we look at the case. Okay, so the bezel. So yeah, I do apologize. I cannot find my KBD75 V2. I have absolutely no clue where it is. I did not sell it. It's disassembled somewhere. And I just can't find it. I have no idea where it is. I know I packed it up. Maybe the top and the bottom are. No. Oh wow. It's oh wow. So it was wrapped in this red thing, and so I completely forgot about that. Okay. I'm an idiot. We found it. Perfect. Day saved. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Gable Saints, welcome to the stream. Says, I really want to get a 75% board, but it's difficult to find custom keycaps in my opinion. No, it's actually really easy these days. So I don't know why you would say it's difficult now. It's actually super easy to find keycap sets for it now. Stop being idiot. Problem solved. Oh, yes. My name was taken. Nobody's stopping you from setting the num keys on a 75% to work the same way as a 60% num row. And then you can just use the extra row as just extra keys. No one's stopping you from doing that. That's why 65% layouts just make no fucking sense to me. Because you can do what you need to do on a 65% on a 75%. Okay, see, so this is the V2, and then we've got the V2 over here too. Okay, see, so here's what I was saying. This is the V1 diffuser. And then you've got this reflector piece. That's not really a thing anymore, is it? Okay, so let's go ahead and take apart the case for the V2 and then we can compare everything. Okay, anodizing, the silver looks pretty good so far. Pretty good. Okay, I'm looking at the sides. No, it's definitely better than my V1. We'll compare the two in a bit. But so far the silver looks pretty decent. Okay, I can see some splotches and stuff here and there. Yeah. Okay, it actually is hard to capture. Okay, you can kind of see that. Okay, see how some spots are a bit darker? Some patches are a bit darker? Nothing major though. And of course no scratches or anything like that, no dings. The dark gray on the other hand, yeah, so you can see a dark spot patch over here. It's kind of patchy a little bit. But so far I don't see streaking. Yeah, hold on, I might have spoken too soon. Actually no, just dark patches. I don't really see any. Oh, this is a problem. Okay, so this is definitely a problem. Okay, look at this. You can kind of already see there's an outline. There's a faint outline over here. Do you see that? It's like a quarter of a circle. You see that over here? It's so weird. So it is a circle over here. So cannot be rubbed off. So that's bad. Hold on, maybe I can rub it off. Maybe. If I rub harder, good things will happen. Hey. Actually, no. It's not all gone. There's still a very faint. You can still kind of see it. Not as obvious anymore. But it's still there. And definitely not as obvious anymore, but it's still very faint. Maybe if I rub harder. But yeah, but other than that. And then like I said, so just, you know, patchiness. And then this part, the weight, reminds me of the same kind of anodizing that the Canoe has, that the Time TKL has, where it has the colors are in. You can see there's a grain of sorts. Definitely hard to capture. Can't really show it here. But it's gray though. If it's some other color, it might be more obvious. But overall, analyzing, I would say it's, yeah, so just patchiness, no streaking from what I can tell. It is better than, I'd say, 90% of custom kits out there. So good to see that KD fans have been keeping up. The tofu was actually really well done. And yeah, just, you know, no major flaws with the analyzing. Definitely way better than any TGR board I've seen. Way better. We're talking way better. This I would give it a grade of A- or B+. A-, I think. TGRs, the highest I've seen was B- or C. That was probably the highest I've seen. Worst I've seen actually is a TGR. But yeah, okay, and then so not bad, right? So let's compare the dimensions before we take apart the second one. Or at least just the way it looks. Okay. Rub it with sandpaper. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll definitely do it. A-, my parents would kill me. I mean, my parents wouldn't mind, right? It's still an A. Okay, so now you can see the two. So this one has sharper corners. So this is the V1. The V1's on top, V2 in the bottom. The V2 has rounded corners. And the V1 has thicker side bezels, a little thinner on the top and the bottom. Whereas the V2, you know, the tops and the bottoms are, I would say the bottom bezel is about twice the thickness of the side bezels. And the top is about 2.5 to 3 times the thickness of the side bezel. So this is a very nice look. I like this. This just kind of looks dated now. But this, oh man, this is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. Well, Titi says, what would you recommend, trying out new switches on my board or try out new board with new switches? I mean, you just have a 60%, right? So you could easily just swap in a new plate and PCB. Rub it and Christina Aguilera will pop out. Man, whatever happened to her? I haven't heard anything about her in a long time. This is about to make me order another 75%. Okay, so I think you probably will. So we're gonna test out the RGB in a bit as well. But so far, pretty good, right? I'd say. Deagle, hey, how's it going? How's the business trip? Have you been away from home this past week? Oh, I guess you just left yesterday, right? Yesterday. Let's see a full bill before I buy one. Okay, yeah. So we'll get that done eventually. I don't know when, but we will do that. Okay, so we've got the sides. Let's compare it to the V1. The top is actually let's keep it to where the top is the V1 and the bottom is the V2. How's that? Okay, so see how they compare. So the V1 has a kind of a rectangle sitting on a triangle, whereas the V2 is a wedge shape. It's the whole thing just like, see, look at that. And let's compare the undersides. So the V2 overall has a simpler and more minimalist design overall, but the bottom is just kind of funky, right? Look at this. We could also weigh them both. Let me grab my kitchen scale. Okay, so let's weigh them both. So let's weigh the V1 first. So both of these are just a case without the plate, without the PCB. So V1, 2 pounds, 4 ounces. What about V2? 2 pounds 9 ounces, 9.4 ounces. So the V2. Okay, let's look at some other units, right? So 1173 grams, or 1173. And then the V1, 1016. So surprise, surprise, the second one's actually heavier, even with the crazy cuts here in the bottom. Yeah. So okay, if any of you ordered a V2 and want to swap this color, this weight thingy, please let me know. I will swap a color with you. Gladly. Ribbed for her pleasure. Oh yes. Don't install hot swaps. Don't do it. Don't do hold tights. They are fucking terrible. Just don't do it. Okay, V2 looks way better from the side in my opinion. Yeah, I do like the V2 from the side way more, yeah. For sure. I'd say that this design is not terrible, but I would do it in a different way overall. Okay, so now let's disassemble this. If only the bottom of V2 was like the new Tofu 65 with brass plate. Yes, that would be nice. With the brass weight, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? Just Tiny says, I like the cleaner bottom design. As in the V2 or the V1? That weight putting in work. About to order an all black now and trade you. Ooh, all black. Yeah. Maybe I should have just done one single color. I don't know. I figured that the mix and match would be cool. The thing about Kyle hot swaps is you need to buy a PCB that uses the hot swaps. You can't just install them on another PCB. Yeah. V1 is vintage now. Ooh. You can probably sell it for a lot. Looks like yours is in round 1 though. Mine is collector's edition. Mine is round 1. Okay, see, so this is what I was talking about. With the... Oh wow, it's stuck. It's stuck. What in the world? Are we just not supposed to take this off? I really hope I don't break it. Because yeah, it's cracked over here. I'll show you in a little bit where the crack is. I have a YMD75 with KBD75 V1 style bottom random, super rare. I'd get a thicker weight accent piece so it would act as a foot. Well, I mean, I don't need it to be any taller than it is. So I think I'll be fine. Just trying to be very, very, very careful with this. There we go. Okay, see, so you can see there's a crack over here, tiny little crack on the holes. That's unfortunate, but you know, it's purely a functional thing. Unless it cracks the rest of it, I think we should be fine. Oh no, there's fingerprints all over now. Okay, see, so this is frosted, right? You can see. So This is the diffuser. I like this approach way more than the previous one. Although the previous one actually... So round 1 didn't work well, but the reiterations were actually really good. I think if you go on the Discord, you will probably see pictures of it. But yeah, so the improved versions from the V1 were actually better than the CLS. The RGB was better than the CLS-M, than the M65, than basically almost any... Better than the Mira Underglow. Better than almost... And the TX84 SE. It was actually one of the best Underglows. Underglow implementations I've seen. Definitely better than that. The Eagle says, loving my board, by the way. Thank you, Anthony. Ooh, did you bring it along with you on the trip? Police says, gotta bounce early. Just want to say thanks for the stream. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. Hope we can, yeah, catch you in a future stream. Okay, see, so this is the round, this is the V1 diffuser. So, this is you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Look at this, oh my god. So I think a lot of the weight difference comes from just the diffuser. I'm gonna assume that's where a lot of the weight difference comes from. But look at this, this is nice. Okay, and then you've got this blank space over here. I'm not quite sure what it's supposed to be, but it's there. This gap, there's a room here, so maybe you could try to fill it up. With your unfulfilled hopes and dreams. So yeah, so maybe that's what you could do over here. I'm not quite sure what it does, but it's there. So okay, let's put this back on. Oh no. I am putting this in the wrong... Wait, what? There's 2 cracks, holy shit. There's another crack over here too in the bottom. Okay, let's hope it stays as just 2. So this part is very difficult. Ooh, I'm gonna put it back in. It's gonna crack, isn't it? Let's try to take the screw out first. Oh no. Ooh, that does not sound nice. Okay. Okay, I'm just not gonna mess with the diffuser now. I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, let's check out the screws and we'll test the PCB on it just to see the RGB. Now, I did not think this unboxing would take so long. So we still have to unbox another board later. Another box. Guess I'm gonna have to wait for round 2 of this. Yeah, definitely do that. So oh, it's not focused. My bad. Yeah, I wanted to wait for round 2, but I got a lot of messages asking me if I have one headed my way, and so I was like, okay, fine, I'll just buy it. I'll be a guinea pig, I guess. And again, big shout out to everyone who has been using my referral link for KBD fans. I appreciate it. Now, I don't get any money, but I got some reward points, right? So I get 100 points for every time you use the code. So that's nice, I guess. That's 80 cents. 80 cents if I spend, is it $80? Right? 8 bucks off 80, or is it 8 bucks off 100? But yeah, so thank you. Just want you to know I really appreciate it. You guys being thoughtful. I know you guys don't get discounts for it, but so if you guys are just using the code, I want to say thank you. Okay. So let's go ahead and put the PCB in here. And of course they include some of these fake stabilizers. They're just there. It's kind of like how, you know, when you buy a computer case, they give you fans that are crap. And, you know, it's because it doesn't cost them much to include them. The manufacturer doesn't cost the manufacturer, the vendor, much to include them. But if they don't include them, someone might complain and say, "Whoa, you didn't include the stabilizer. You didn't include the case fan." You know, so it's there. But if you know what you're doing, you're not gonna use it anyway. So yeah, I would recommend not using it. Oh, and I got a Type C PCB of mine. So I'm not gonna screw all of them in, but hey, look, Heine is here too. How's it going? And Droke is here. Of course, Droke is here. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug this PCB in. Where's the fucking cable? Okay. Yeah, I am not gonna go to a plate. I'm gonna do a PCB mount build. Okay, so let's see how the RGB looks on this thing. So Type C, the case fits, the cutouts are big enough for it. Let's hope the PCB even works. Because I don't hear the connecting sound. Is it even plugged in? Hold on. Yeah? It's supposed to be plugged in, but oops. It's not showing up. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Did I just get 2 back-to-back defective PCBs? We'll find out. Okay, one nice thing I will say about the V2 compared to V1. So the V1, if you want to take the PCB or the plate out, the build out, you have to take the case apart first before you can do that. But the V2, you can just see. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me see if actually I might just be kidding. So is the plate still too big? Yes, the plate's still too big. So ignore what I just said. I mean, much as you want to make fun of China PCBs, are Korean ones any better? No. Worse, actually. Is this one going to light up? Apparently not. This is another KBD75 PCB. What face? Okay. Okay. And then I put it in here. Oh, hey, look, now it works. But this is not the PCB that it arrived with. So this PCB that it arrived with did not work. So hooray! And people wonder why I don't like buying keyboard stuff anymore. Nothing fucking works. Almost every purchase I've made in recent months, I've had to contact customer support or some shit. Okay, so let's check out the RGB on this one. So again, this is another PCB that I'm grabbing. It's a leftover KBD75 PCB that I had lying around. This one is also defective, but the lights work. So actually this looks really nice. This actually looks very nice. So I know on camera it might not look as nice. It's hard to capture light accurately, but if you have a Tina and you know how nice the Tina RGB is, this will be kind of similar to that. And another nice thing is that the dead zone isn't as obvious anymore compared to the V1, because this part doesn't have an LED, right? But because it's a full diffuser piece, it doesn't look so bad. See? Look at that. So yeah, so definitely reminds me of the Tina Underglow. So if you have one of those and you know how good it is, this is kind of similar to that. And this is so far in terms of Underglow. Now you guys know how many keyboards I've gone in and how many keyboards I've got to build with and to rebuild or repair and all that stuff. This is one of the best RGB Underglow implementations I've seen. You can see it on camera. Compared to most of the other ones like Ducks, most of them aren't very great because of dead zones and stuff like that, especially in the front. CLSM is a joke if you get, I think the silver one isn't so bad, but if you get a darker color, it's really bad. TGR Underglow, that's kind of an afterthought, so you can't really fault it for being bad. Mira Underglow, not great either. What else? So yeah, so this is actually pretty damn good, right? Now, if only the PCB that I got actually fucking worked. That'll be more sun to my wounds. But you got a silver one though, and I think the silver one isn't so bad. But I know the gray one was just because the gray one was the first one I built, right? That one was just, yeah, the Underglow is just dead. Non-existent basically. Let's try the PCB one more time. Oh wow, now it actually works. Wow, wow. So that means something is definitely up in the case then. So, yeah, see, so now it's lighting up. That means something is shorting in the case. So I wonder what it is. Oh. What the hell is that sound? Okay, let's see if there are any extra. No? No extra studs or anything like that in here. Oh my god, hold on. Is it what I think it is? Oh my god, because if it is, this is so fucking stupid. Okay, so it wasn't a case short in the PCB. I think I know what it is. It's not the case short in the PCB because the reason why I didn't say that was because, or at least I didn't really suspect that, was because I didn't see any parts where the case was touching the PCB inappropriately. Okay, so on the PCB you have a reset button. And this diffuser is pretty thick. There's not a lot of room between the top of the diffuser and the bottom of the PCB. So I think you guys can see where this is going. So you remember I said that there was a weird noise, right? You hear that? Okay, so on this part, you know, it just rests on the mounting points. There's nothing. So the reason why the PCB was not lighting up, the reason why the PCB wasn't inputting anything, was because it was being, the reset button was being held down when it was screwed in. So, okay. See, so when this is just kind of floating, okay, watch this, watch this. Alright, we've got red, right? You can see that. Alright. Round one. Aren't you glad I spent the money to get fucked so that you don't? You're a cuckolder. You guys sob and donate to watch me get fucked. Okay, so we have the thing plugged in. Right? Okay, so let me show you this. Well, I guess, okay, so you can see the red light, so you know that it's being detected and everything's running fine, right? Okay, so, okay, one finger on the right side. Wow, everything's fine. This is not the way. This is not the way. Maybe that's a design feature. Hey, 1,000 bits, Devness, thank you so much. I'm glad you're paying. It's like a pay-per-view. It's like pay-per-view porn. Cheers, I get fucked by keyboard vendors over and over and over. It's just incredible. So what I will have to do is I'm gonna just have to make sure to program a software reset button on here, and then I'm just going to remove this. I'm just going to desolder the reset button. Yeah, because as you can see, it is just very, very, very slightly taller than all the other components. Look at this. See? Very, very slightly taller. 99th place. Hey, you made the top 10. Chatterbait channel win. Oh boy. Quoting on a plan the world's smallest violin, Despacito. Okay, so problem, and then we thought we fixed the problem, but apparently no. So PCB is not defective, at least so far. I haven't tested it yet, right? I haven't tested all the keys yet. But if you're buying this, you're gonna either have to remove. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna affect everyone, but so far it affects me. So you can either drill a hole where the reset button is. Maybe that's what I should do. Although you might damage your diffuser. Or you desolder the reset button. Two options. Yeah, so quite a hilarious oversight. Or maybe, like I said, it's a feature, right? So the trick is to not to just screw in the thing in the middle. So when you do press a bit hard on the left side, it resets your keyboard for you. Isn't that amazing? But yeah, so overall, you know, main problem, yes, the reset button is a big problem. And that's mainly it. I mean, other than that, you know, it's an improvement over the first one in almost every regard, I'd say. And with how nice they've made the new RGB underglow, I would say that, you know, for every other vendor out there, if you're trying to make RGB underglow, fucking KBD fans has you beat. I don't know how much shameful it can get. Fucking $160 kit can do better than your fucking $400 kit. $100 before shipping and PayPal. So, all you keyboard makers out there who take pride in making custom keyboards, if you don't care about the underglow and it's not a point in the design, ignore what I'm saying, right? Doesn't matter. But if you're gonna advertise your board with RGB underglow and you can't even beat a fucking KBD75 at it, you got some real thinking to do. And anodizing, right? I guess it's not fair, you know. Ooh, maybe fucking KBD fans, you know, they've got contacts in China. Yeah, anodizing on this better than most of everything I've seen. So it's probably why I'm just gonna sell my more expensive boards away. I'm kind of fucking disillusioned with a lot of the high-end custom keyboards nowadays. So, yeah. Way has your ass beat. But You've got one up on them. Your PCB doesn't reset when you screw it into the case, so you're doing great. Yeah. Once I get the replacement PCB for my Singer, I'm not even gonna keep it. I don't think. I'm just gonna sell it. Kinda done with that shit. Yeah. So I will keep you all updated, and then we'll once we figure out the reset thing, try to fix it. Hearthstones. Hey, Hearthstones hasn't been here in a long time. I think I haven't seen your name in a while. So good to have you back. And yeah, I have been pretty upset with most of the group buys that I've been in, and my close friends have been in. So yeah. If you ask me overall, this is a much more pleasant buying experience than joining, say, a TGR group buy. Yep, so we'll build this someday. That's the KBD75 V2. So overall, pretty good, right? We'll have to figure out the reset button thingy. This, not good. Fucking just don't even. This is a waste of money. But I will say, so you think, whoa, $15 play, what a waste of money. The E6, let me show you this. This is amazing. Okay, Zugzu, I'm gonna get to your stuff really quickly. I just want to show them something. So, really quick. I want to show you guys something. So this was, according to many people, one of the best 60% keyboards of last year, right? You know, there was another channel who did, I believe, at least 2 builds of this thing. You know, they could not stop praising it. Well, standard cherry switch. Just a regular cherry switch. Who will win, a cherry switch or a fucking plate from a expensive custom keyboard? How plates are supposed to work. Whoa, I can't fucking pull it off. Wow, it's so tight. I have to get a switch remover tool. Ooh, Bigento is my first time. Stop making fucking garbage products. Yeah, cause in the past week or so, past 2 weeks, I've had 2 other people contact me about the E6 V2s wanting it to be rebuilt, and they were telling me that their builds had a lot of crooked switches and stuff. 2 different people who didn't know each other at all. And they said they bought it from other people, and that they're, you know, some of the keys were getting stuck on each other. They're getting caught on each other because the switches were crooked and not flush against the plate, where were lifted off the plate. And then, so I found out that because the plate from the E6 V2 is fucked. Treasure Ramen says, oh cool, I was hoping there would be a keyboard building stream. That was neat. Okay, yeah, so Mondays are kind of just miscellaneous things. So unboxings, and sometimes we'll do podcasts and stuff. And sometimes there will be builds as well. But yeah, so for full builds, it will be Friday. Friday will always be a build, pretty much. So, but Treasure Ramen, welcome back. This is what happens when you can't even spell exclusive. Turns out maybe you can't make plates either. E6 round 1 play was not like that from what I remember. Well, round 2 is. V2 is. So, fortunately so. Diving Dick says just use mod amps, those are too thick. Maybe you should sell them to to Fred, yes. Do that. Hey VPR, how's it going? So it's good to see more Dallas people over here. Okay, so that was a KBD75, right? Some problems, but overall really good. I mean, it's a problem that you can fix for sure. So that was it. Now let's move on to another unboxing. Let me put this all away. Did you have classes today? VPR? Is this even the... Yes, apparently so. Yep, time for Zook Zoo stuff. Hey, 100 Milli, how's it going? Okay.